What's up, pups? Today is day 15 of 31 Days of Halloween, and what we are going to do is go on an adventure. So growing up, this was definitely one of my most favorite book series ever. I collected every single Goosebumps known to man, and I just was obsessed with reading them. I watched the movies that they created about them. I just loved Goosebumps. Now, being much older, all of my Goosebumps books are away in storage and boxes, places that I can't even begin to fathom how to get to. So I found this Goosebumps book on Amazon for $1. If you guys aren't aware, there are two different types of Goosebumps books. At least when I was growing up, there was two different types. There's one that are just straight up scary stories, well, child-appropriate scary stories. And then there's Give Yourself Goosebumps, where you actually choose the story as you're reading, so it's different every time. So I figured that we, as a team right now, could give ourselves goosebumps. Alright, so this is number 42, All Day Nightmare. Choose from 20 different scary endings. And you can watch Goosebumps on the Fox Kids. No, you can't. Alright, so we're gonna just delve right into this and obviously start on page 1. Ah! You scream. And then you wake up. Whoa, you think, shaking your head. That was some nightmare. You're soaked in sweat. Your heart is pounding like crazy. Horrible images from the dream still dance in your mind. You remember 2-foot-tall creatures chasing you. They had long arms that scraped against the floor as they ran. Creepy. You also remember a huge spinning wheel of fire and a terrible screeching sound louder than a jet engine. What a weird dream. At least it's over. You're glad to be back in your nice warm bed. Only your bed isn't very warm, and it's pretty hard too. Hey, wait a minute. You're on the floor. Oh, brother, you think. You must have rolled out of bed. Well, it's time to get back to sleep. You stand up, looking around your room. But it's not your room. Where are you? What's going on here? Even in the dark, you know that you've never been in this place before. You stumble around the room, crashing into unfamiliar furniture. Finally, you find a light switch. Click. Nothing. No electricity. A cold sweat starts to run down your back. The room smells dusty and unused, like no one's lived here for 100 years. You feel yourself starting to panic. How did you get here? Calm down, you order yourself. There must be a logical explanation for this. You try to remember where you went to sleep. Were you staying at your friend's house? Visiting Grandma? At summer camp? That's funny, you think. You can't remember a thing. But you know you're not supposed to be here. That's as sure as your name is. Uh-oh. You can't remember your name. Who are you? Your head falls into your hands. You rack your brain, trying to remember something, anything, but your memory is totally gone. Where do you live? What do your parents look like? How old are you? You just don't know. Do you have any brothers or sisters? What school did you go to? What happened to you? This is so weird. Okay, you tell yourself, it's time to calm down. You can't figure this out by panicking. You stride to the door and open it. You're facing a long hallway lined with doors. The doors are crooked and warped with age. The hallway floor seems slanted. The whole thing makes you dizzy, like a hall of mirrors. Then a chill runs up your spine. You've seen this hallway before. Was it in your dream? You take a nervous step forward. Suddenly, a door in the hallway opens. Who are you? A voice demands. You peer into the darkness. You can just make out a boy your age staring warily back at you. You stammer. I don't know who I am. You gulp. He must think you're nuts. But he nods his head. You too? He asks. I can't remember who I am either. I just woke up and I don't have a clue how I got here. You scrutinize the boy. He is tall and has dark hair. He's wearing a t-shirt that says, "To the Max." Look at your shirt, you say. Maybe your name is Max. He stares down at the shirt and frowns. I have no idea, he says. You decide to call him Max anyway. You've got to call him something. All I remember is this crazy nightmare, Max continues. Your jaw drops. Nightmare? The boy squints, thinking hard. Yeah, there were these little people, about 2 feet tall. With long arms, you ask? Eyes wide, he nods his head. And a wheel of fire, you continue? And a terrible screeching noise? A look of horror fills his face. We had the same dream. Maybe it wasn't a dream, you begin. Shh, he interrupts. Did you hear that? You clamp your mouth shut and listen. It sounds like someone is banging on a door below you. You must be on the 2nd floor of this house. A nervous trickle of sweat runs down your back. Who do you think is down there, you whisper. How should I know, Max mutters. The banging comes again, making you jump. Listen, you command. Maybe we both got knocked on the head and lost our memory, and whoever's down there is looking for us. Yeah, maybe, Max answers. Of course, maybe they knocked us on the head. Something pretty weird has happened to us. Maybe we should hide, at least until we know what's going on. So now here comes the fun part, you guys. You get to decide where this book is going next. Should we go downstairs and see who it is, or should we stay hidden?